controversial godman Rampal, Baba Rampal, did not appear in court today. That's the man you see on your television screen. The Khattar government is in the dock for failing to arrest him and producing him in court. Now, Baba Rampal's lawyers reached the court armed with a medical certificate. They asked the Punjab and Haryana High Court to grant them 6 more days. Court granted the court has given police 5 days time to arrest Baba Rampal. The stage is now set for a confrontation between Baba Rampal's supporters and the state police. The state police in the eye of a storm for failing to arrest the controversial godman. There was high drama in court. The court rapped the police for failing to arrest the controversial self-styled guru. They summoned the Home Secretary and the DGP. The state's argument was fear of casualties with Baba Rampal's supporters. The police demanded 7 days. The police sought 7 days time. They were given 5 days time. The DGP and the Home Secretary have been asked to produce an action plan in writing. What's their plan to arrest the controversial godman and produce him in court? Now, Baba Rampal, the man you see on your television screen, he's been charged with murder, attempt to murder, after his followers attacked villagers and clashed with villagers in 2006.
On behalf of the state of Haryana, the Advocate General filed an affidavit of the DGP Haryana that any immediate attempt to arrest Baba Rampal would result in casualties, and therefore the state and the police are trying to devise ways and means to implement the court's order without any casualties. Counsel for Baba Rampal said that he was unwell, he was bedridden, and while he wants to come to court, because of his health, he could not do so. In case the state government, regardless of the consequences, of the casualties, of the costs, for any reason, fails to secure Baba Rampal and produce him under arrest before the High Court in 3 days by Friday, notice of contempt under Section 12 of the Contempt of Courts Act must also issue in that event to the Chief Minister Haryana, who holds charge of the Ministry of Home.
Is this not failure of the Chief Minister as the lawyer for the amicus curiae, who was saying he also holds the Home Ministry charge for failing to arrest the controversial godman and producing him in court? Headlines Today's Ankit Tyagi now joins me for more. Ankit, the police were ill-prepared twice in the past. Why have they failed so far to arrest the controversial godman and produce him in court? The charges are extremely serious: murder and attempt to murder.
Well, Gaurav, before I come to that, a piece of breaking news that we are learning, if in fact from the sources in the Satlok ashram, the spokesperson of Rampal has come out and he has said that the self-styled godman is not in the ashram as of now. According to him, he has been shifted to a private hospital late last night. The police here is not confirming this information. They are saying that they have not been informed, and also according to sources within the police machinery, they say that it is impossible for Rampal to be taken out of this ashram without them being in any sort of knowledge. That's the latest piece of information that we are getting as far as the situation on the ground is concerned. In the court, there was serious questions that were asked of the DGP. The Punjab and Haryana High Court very clearly said that they are not happy with the way the proceedings have been conducted so far, also saying that the police should have taken action by now, and if they fail to do so, a contempt notice will be sent till Friday if the police does not produce him in the court to the Chief Minister of the state, who is also in charge of the Home Ministry. Apart from that, the court also dismissed the argument of Rampal's lawyer about his health. They have now only taken the arguments of the police, which said that they have already disconnected the water and electricity supply, and in the next 2 to 3 days they would be able to flush out all the supporters of Rampal and would be able to arrest him and produce him before before the court. So now it's the clock is ticking till Friday, and the police will now have to put their action here on the ground into force so that Rampal could be arrested and taken in before the Punjab and Haryana High Court.
Okay, now there are supposed to be hundreds of Sant Rampal supporters inside this ashram. There are supposed to be hundreds of policemen outside. The court wants it in writing. What's the road ahead? What is the police action plan? What is the police strategy?
Well, as of now, the police, thousands of police personnel, let me remind you, the Haryana police along with the paramilitary that has been posted outside the ashram near Barwala. This is the Chandigarh-Barwala highway that we are standing on. Behind me is the barricade and behind this barricade, the police have today stopped the media from going inside, and behind this barricade about 700 meters is the Satlok ashram. Gaurav, the police has stopped vehicular movement on both the sides of this road. Apart from that, what we have also learnt is that there are policemen, those who are ready with the right protection gear, tear gas, and heavy deployment has been put in place just to take on any eventuality. But as of now, we spoke to the senior officials on the spot. They are saying that they are waiting for instructions from their headquarters, from the DGP of the state to go forward. They are only waiting. The waiting game is on. According to them, the food supply inside the ashram has run thin. There is no water inside the ashram. So it is just a matter of time before the supporters start going out, and they would then transport them out before taking Rampal in custody.